The first time I thought my husband was cheating, I was sitting outside a hardware store at 6:30 in the morning, watching him carry a cardboard box into a building he had never mentioned. We'd been married 9 years, 2 kids, a mortgage, 2 aging cars, and the kind of routine that makes you feel secure until you realize you can't remember the last time your spouse surprised you. My husband, Ethan, was predictable. He made coffee every morning, he complained about traffic, he worked, came home, helped with homework, and fell asleep halfway through whatever show we were watching. Then in March, he started changing. He began leaving the house before sunrise. He bought better shirts. He started using cologne again. He kept his phone face down, and he became strangely cheerful, not happy with me, happy somewhere else. When I asked where he was going at 6 a.m., he said he had something to take care of. That answer would have been fine once, but it became every weekday. I asked twice. He gave the same vague response. So naturally, my brain filled in the blanks. I searched every stupid phrase imaginable. Signs your husband is hiding something. Why would a married man suddenly care about his appearance? Secret morning routine relationship affair. Every search gave me the same conclusion. There was someone else. For nearly a month, I became a detective in my own marriage. I noticed receipts, checked timestamps, watched his expressions when his phone buzzed. I hated myself for it. Then one Thursday, I followed him. He drove 15 minutes across town and parked behind an old community arts building. I sat there, watching him get out with a backpack. He didn't look nervous. He looked terrified. That confused me more than anything. I followed him inside. The building was mostly empty except for a small rehearsal room. Through the glass, I saw my husband sitting alone at a piano. He wasn't playing. He was staring at a sheet of music, with tears running down his face. I stood there frozen until he noticed me. His face collapsed. "What are you doing here?" I asked the question I'd been rehearsing for weeks. "Who is she?" He actually laughed, not because it was funny, because he finally understood what I had been thinking. There isn't a she. Then he told me something I'd never known about the man I'd married. His mother had been a pianist. When Ethan was 14, she died unexpectedly. Afterward, his father sold the piano and refused to talk about her. Ethan never touched one again, until our daughter started learning piano at school. She'd asked him one night to show her how to play a song. He couldn't. He had realized he had spent 25 years avoiding the one thing that reminded him most of his mother. So he'd secretly started taking lessons. At 6 in the morning, before work, before the kids woke up, before anyone could see him fail. "The shirts?" I asked. He wiped his face. "I've gained weight. I stopped caring." I looked in the mirror and realized I was disappearing. "And the cologne?" He shrugged. "I found some of my mother's things in an old box. She used to buy that scent for my dad." I sat beside him. Then he told me the part that hurt the most. "I've been thinking about how easily I could spend the rest of my life just existing." He looked at me, and I don't want to do that anymore. Neither of us spoke for a while. Then I admitted what I'd been doing. The searches, the checking, the following. He wasn't angry. He just looked heartbroken. "I wish you'd asked me." I was scared of the answer. So was I. 3 months later, he played piano at our daughter's school recital. He wasn't particularly good. He missed notes. His hands shook. But afterward, our daughter ran into his arms and told everyone her dad could play. That night, Ethan and I sat at the kitchen table long after the kids went upstairs. For the first time in years, we talked about things that had nothing to do with bills, schedules, or school. I used to think secrets always meant someone was leaving. Sometimes, apparently, they're a person quietly trying to find their way back to themselves.